From Columbus, Ohio, this is the Get Business Credit YouTube channel with your host, Josh Van Horn. Subscribe now and hit the bell notification right now to stay up to date as soon as we release new business credit gems. Take it over, Josh.
Hey, welcome to the Business Credit YouTube channel. This is Josh. Today we have a special guest, Jimena with Smart Credit. Smart Credit is a credit reporting tool for your credit scores. I'm going to go ahead and have Jimena take it over and let her explain what Smart Credit is. Just to let you guys know, we are about business credit, but keep in mind, to really get good business credit, you need to have good personal credit. So this tool in particular is more than just scores. They have a patent on their software here and can help you kind of fix your personal credit. And I'll let Jimena get into all that because she knows more about it. But you guys know you need to get your personal credit in order instead of just focusing on no personal guarantee business cards. That's all fine and dandy and everything, but it helps having good personal credit. So with further ado, take it over, Jimena. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me, and thank you for that wonderful introduction. So yes, I'm going to give you guys a quick demo of the Smart Credit platform. But before you go to smartcredit.com and start checking it out, make sure that you don't do that. There's going to be a link here below that is for Josh specifically. He's giving you guys a huge discount. If you go to the website on your own, you're going to be paying almost $30 a month for this. With Josh, you're going to be paying like less than $20. So depending on which membership you get. So now that we got
much
it out
cheaper,
way
cheaper with me because as I always do, you guys, so you guys
Yeah.
know I don't take, just like Tripago and other ones, I take less commission or no commission just to get you guys the best deal as possible.
You certainly did. So I want to show you guys a little bit about our technology here. I'm going to share my screen, and we have patents on this because unlike other monitoring services or credit services, you can actually take action on your credit and get results. So I'm going to go through first the first two features that we have, which this is where we hold the majority of our patents, which is the score builder and the score boost. I'll go into the score tracker a little bit later, but that one's more self-explanatory. So with the score builder, you can see that I have a 639 score in this test account. There's 90 points I can gain just by the score builder. So it tells me, let's take an action now. So this is how we differ from other places where you can actually take an action on your credit versus just learning about what it is and what accounts you have and what you can do on your own. So first it'll walk you through a tutorial and it'll show you what's helping your score, which is great. And then it's also going to show you what's hurting your score. So that's not so good. So now what can we do about these accounts that are hurting your score? Well, we can go ahead and take an action. So here's the different actions that you can take. You can fix a credit reporting error. And, we've got a lot of different reasons in here. It's a close account. I paid it in full. I was not 90, 60, or 30 days late. There's a lot of pre-populated things in here. Likewise, if you know this is identity theft, you can report it as identity theft. Or you can also request a goodwill correction or negotiate a small debt. So in this case, I'm going to say I'm going to request a goodwill correction. I had some issues with COVID-19. I can add to it here if I wanted to. You have a limited amount of characters, but we've got these pre-written notices here that help you out, and you don't really have to, do too much more unless you really want to. Then what you're going to do is hit confirm mail delivery. Now this is very important because a lot of places will tell you, if you fix these errors online, the creditors are not going to accept it. We're actually sending out a physical notification to the creditors. We're either mailing a letter or we're sending a fax. So there is a physical paper trail going. This is why they have to respond within 30 days by law.
That's very important. Very important.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone wants to dispute online, but like she's saying, by fax or by mail, they're going to send it, and that's a paper trail, and they have to respond. There's no just disputing online. You're not going to get very far. So sorry to interrupt you. I just had to point that out to them, that this is a feature you guys have that Credit Karma or even any of the other credit reporting agencies, their memberships don't have any of this.
They can't have it because we hold the patents on it too. So, with that also being said, this is going directly to the creditor, which is in a lot of times faster than going directly to the bureaus because the bureaus are taking a long time, especially since COVID-19. So, if the creditor approves that, then they by law also have to notify all 3 bureaus. So you're taking care of it everywhere, and you literally just push one button.
And there's so many options too. It's not just Goodwill, right? Where you're showing me
Yeah.
earlier. There's many options. They have several options for all different scenarios. So
Exactly.
I'm sure one of them will be, suit whatever your situation is.
Exactly. So then you can see that if I follow the score builder plan, now this is going to take some time, because the creditor has to respond and all these things. But then here I have another 78 points I can get on my score boost. And so this is using your credit card utilization and your pay by dates to help you add points to your score quickly. So this can work within a 30-day period. So if you're in a loan process or anything like that, this is perfect for that. You can see here that I've got all these 3 credit cards in here, and it tells me, hey, pay this card off by this particular date to get 32 points to your score. Now, this is very important. It says the pay by April 11th. So your pay by date is not your due date. My due date on this card could be past April 11th, and
Right.
a lot of times it is.
A lot of people get that confused on the due date, but then the statement date's a couple of days early, and that's what's getting reported, and they don't realize that. And that's very important on that utilization. I think that's about 35% of your credit score, right?
Yeah. So it also tells you when your credit score is going to update here. So you can see it's going to be April 15th. And if I pay that amount, I'm going to get 32 points. So, quick little thing about me. When I first started using this tool, my credit score was like a 720, 740, depending on, the month. And I was always paying my credit cards on the last possible day that I could. But now with using this tool, I'm always around like a 790, and all I'm doing is paying it by this date. I'm always paying the statement balance, but I'm just doing it by the correct date, and it just shot up. So it's a very quick way to boost your score. And also, alternatively, if you're going to go on a spending spree, it says, hey, make sure you pay this off by this date, or you're going to get dinged, 35 points on your credit score. So the other thing that is important to note when you use our tool, this is a soft pull, so you can check your credit score as much as you want. It's not going to ding you or anything. Additionally, you are going to get a 3 bureau report included when you opt in for the Build membership. So if you're in that membership, you're going to have a 3 bureau report every single month.
Is the Build membership, is that the one that we're giving away for the 1995 months?
Exactly.
Right?
Mm-hmm. And then the other one is $12.95 a month, and that one, the only difference is it doesn't have this one.
Yeah, let's not even talk about that, like I told you, because we want to get people, we don't want to give them half the picture. We want to give them everything.
Yeah, you want everything.
The full picture, And then not to interrupt you there, I'll let you continue, but towards the end, if you can bring up about that privacy thing too.
Yeah, I'll have to log into my personal account for that. But yeah,
I'll let you continue here though.
Sounds good. So in the score tracker, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. This is very simple. This is your 1 bureau report is what we call it. It's the data is being pulled from TransUnion. And then we also have your auto score, your insurance score, and how employers see you as a hiring risk index. You can track your score over time. So, that's pretty simple there.
What's a hiring risk? Is that actually used? There's actually a score for hiring?
Yes. So there's also an explanation here. This index considers many factors by employers in their hiring decisions. So this is something we've had for a really long time. And it's usually used for if you're going to use a more higher and high level position, anything, over $75,000 or $100,000 a year. Some employers might, check your score and
yeah, I heard some jobs they start checking your credit, but I haven't worked for anybody for I don't think ever, but Um, yeah. So if you are working for somebody, hopefully you're building business credit and you're self-employed and built and making a lot of money, but still you want to have everything nice, good, high credit scores. And this can help you.
And then in the Smart Credit Report, it's just it's a simpler way to view your credit report. Credit reports are not very pretty. They can be kind of difficult to digest, especially if you're not used to seeing it. So we've categorized everything, just really made it really simple. And then if you just wanted to just look at your negatives, you can also take actions, just like I showed you before, from within the Smart Credit Report. So we're very action focused, as you can see. Last couple things I'll show you guys. This is also to really start to develop really good money management habits. So we like to be a kind of like an all-in-one platform. So if you go into your money manager, you can see that I can add my checking, my savings accounts, my investments that I might have on like Ameritrade or Charles Schwab or something like that, my credit cards on my loans, and really get a financial picture. And also know when like I have payments due, look at my recent transactions, my spending trends. What I like the most about this feature though, which helped me prevent fraud recently, is that I can get alerts on all the things going on with my accounts. So if I go to alerts and insurance, I can go into my alert settings, and then you can see, hey, anything over $100, I want to get an email and I want to get a text message. And that way, if anyone's using your credit cards for any reason and it's not you, you know right away. I was able to prevent fraud on one of my Amex cards recently because of that. So it's very useful because Amex didn't tell me anything. They thought it was me.
Yeah,
So
right.
um, last thing, you guys also get, when you're building your score, you want to protect that hard work that you've done. So we've got, these tools here to help you build your score. We also want you to protect it, which is why we have included $1 million of identity fraud insurance that covers not just you, but also your entire household. So that's really good just for that alone. With other platforms, you might be paying about like, $30 a month or so, and you're not getting all the other stuff.
Yeah, I think there's one they advertise on TV about that. I don't know what it's
Mhm.
like Loft or something like that, but that's all they offer is just that, not all those other things, just the endurance. So that's included. So you kind of get everything. Um, so yeah,
And
I mean, you guys get all that, and then I think she's going to show you one more feature that's normally not included, but I requested that to be included for just you guys.
yeah,
Well, I've lowered the rate, negotiated with them, lowered the rate, so I'm making very little commission than others, and you're getting a couple more features that normally you have to pay for. So
yep. So this is again going into helping you protect what you've worked so hard to build. Here you can see that this is my personal account. So you can see that there's all these websites on the internet that are selling my personal information to anyone who's willing to buy it and without my permission, right? And they're making money off of this. So I can request its removal. And again, we're the action guys. We use that action button. So I can't show you the buttons that I pushed to remove it because I've already done it. But you can see here that my information was removed from 10 sites. I am still pending on 8, and I kept 2 because they weren't me. But it'll basically like
mhm.
show you, you can view the original information and see if it was you. And this is really important to not have out there about you, especially on
Old addresses too, right? Like you don't want to
old
have old
addresses.
addresses with credit too.
People
You
can steal
know,
your identity, or a stalker can just show up at your house. Can you imagine?
yeah. Not just that, but people really don't realize on personal credit. I come from personal credit repair background. Having multiple addresses and stuff is not a good look on when it comes to credit. It just shows unstable. So
Exactly.
you want to minimize so many addresses, especially if you've moved around a lot. So that tool can kind of help you on the web get rid of some of those data houses that kind of house those addresses as well. So I think it's a pretty good tool. This isn't just like Credit Karma or
No.
Experian or any of the other ones out there, Identity IQ. Um, they're similar in the sense that they're scores, but they don't have all these extra features and tools. And especially if you have certain issues with your credit that you want to try to dispute or clean up, it's an all in one package. You don't have to deal with, making your own letters and printing
Mhm.
them off and sending them. It's all in one. It's done for you. You just click a button and everything. And plus, it can help you keep track of all your credit too. Even if you have good credit, bad credit, doesn't matter. It can help you keep track of all your payments as well. Uh, if you're like me, well, I don't want to say like me because I have like 40 personal credit cards, but all those cards would be there, and you need like a spreadsheet or something to keep track. But if you're the average person, you say you have like 7 to 10 personal cards, like Hemina showed, it
Mhm.
shows you like the due date and everything, and it helps you keep track, so you don't have to log into each and every card issuer or bank to actually go and see like the statement date and the closing date, due date. It's going to all show that there for you, and save you some time, I think, right?
Yeah, just set up your auto pay on the date. I would even say just to be safe, just the day before the pay by date. Just make sure it all goes through, and then that way you show a smaller balance when it's reported, and that helps your score boost up.
Yeah, I always say like leave 2%. That's pay it off, but then just like for it to report, always leave like 2%, because I'll tell you, all my cards, if I pay everything off zero, my score goes down. But if I just leave like about 2%, that seems like the sweet spot. My score goes up. So, um, you know, who knows how the FICO system works? None of us know, and FICO will never tell us exactly. You
Nope.
know. So you guys, what I'm gonna do is, like you guys know, I everything that I pretty much promote or have on my channel, I have firsthand experience with. Um, she gave me a code earlier, and I went to sign up for myself, and come to find out, in 2004, I had smart credit. That was a long time ago, almost 20 years ago. But anyways, what I'm gonna do is my aunt as well. She doesn't have great credit, so we're gonna get her signed up so I could kind of test it out, and then probably next week or the week after, I will have the new 85-inch Samsung Flipboard interactive whiteboard, and I'm gonna put that up on the whiteboard and give you guys an honest review without Jimena. It's going to be my own review based on smart credit. But I can tell you right now, I wouldn't have her on right now if I didn't agree with the services that they're offering. And like I said, plus we lowered the rate. I took less cut than other partners or affiliates or whatever, because I'm not really interested in the money. I want to try to help you guys out for the bigger picture. So, and if you guys have any questions, we might have him on maybe in a couple weeks or something. But put any comments in the comment section below that you have for myself or her, and I'm sure she's going to keep eye on the video as well. And we'll try to answer any of those questions that you may have. It doesn't matter what the question is, just put it in the comment section, and we will get back to you for sure about that. And what's the payment methods that you guys accept?
Oh, we accept all credit cards, so it's all by
Okay.
credit card.
Okay. You guys accept PayPal?
No,
No.
unfortunately,
So it's just cards only. Okay.
cards only. Yep.
No big deal. All right. So, I mean, you guys heard that. Card or debit cards or whatever they
Mhm.
accept. And if you guys look at, say, some other YouTubers that are maybe promoting smart credit, or you go to their main website, I think smartcredit.com, right?
Yeah,
It's gonna be like $7 to $10 more than what my link will get you.
that's right.
Because, like I said, I'm taking less cut to get you guys a better deal. Okay, plus extra feature that she's gonna throw in for Get Business Credit viewers. Okay, so any final words that you want to give, Jimena?
No, I think this has been great. Thanks for having me on. And if you guys have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. So we'll be back if so. And that's it.
All right. Thank you so much, Amanda. With
Thank
all
you.
that being said, you guys, please, the link will be in the description. Sign up. I appreciate you guys signing up. It doesn't really help me, but it's going to help you. Okay. And it doesn't matter if you have like near perfect credit, this can still help you. So if you have less than perfect credit or bad credit, you definitely need to sign up because this can definitely help you. Um, you don't understand how like one collection or one late payment,
Hmm.
this tool can help you, and it could literally boost your score 30, 40 points just by a click of a button. We can't guarantee anything, but they've already kind of done the work for you. You just have to click the button. Okay. So it's worth it, and it's going to get you better terms overall for not just personal credit, but even business credit. So, with all that being said, you guys click the button, the link in the description below if you want to sign up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. Turn all bell notifications on for future videos. And if you found this video helpful, please give the video a thumbs up and share it. With all that being said, you guys take care. Have a blessed day. Bye bye.